Good morning. Hello, Stealth Community, the Ninja Stealth Community Club. We're still here on a bad presentation this week. Losing Charlie Kirk is a very upsetting thing. Young lady from Ukraine, very upsetting. It's just been a lot more going on than that. But the major things are speaking out. A young man that's speaking for peace, a young man that's speaking for equality and just getting thoughts across to people and leaving it open for debate. Opening up ways to talk is what America needs, to congregate together and to talk. But the very idea of trying to do that was snuffed out from him. What a world. America, this is a hurt that runs very deep, very painful. And to add to insult, it's despicable the way people are laughing, giggling about it, and enjoying it until it's one of your family members. The hate runs deep. And the very people that are sitting there saying, let's not create hurt or pain, let's try to heal. It's not the right doing it, it's the left. Constantly digging of there's a racist, there's not equality, democracy. It goes on and on. There's fascists, Russia. I mean, it goes on and on. Let's take it to the streets. Let's stand up and fight. Something's got to happen. Even Biden talking about putting a dot on President Trump's back. And these are demoralizing things. Things that go so deep, you're pushing the narrative of hurt. You're pushing the narrative of pain. You're pushing the narrative of killing. And then things are different because men are men, boys are boys, girls are girls, women are women. We're pushing all these drugs from Big Pharma. Who knows what's in these drugs to keep these people going. Some of the side effects of it is temperamental problems. Might be anger issues, intent or harm to kill, or to harm themselves. And there's a trend that's going on because it's getting displayed by transgenders all along. And it's terrible. What has this nation come to be? We are rejoicing over a man dying that leaves behind a little boy. Excuse me. A little girl and his wife. You shut it down because it's freedom of speech. People are going to say things that you don't like. People are going to say things that may upset you, but you either turn it off and move on, or like I do, I pick out the good points from it, and I learn from it, whether I agree with what you're saying or not. Never enters my mind on harming someone. But boy, you guys get your jollies off on it. And as a content maker, it saddens me to see the demoralizing way that people are talking and laughing and bringing this down. Now, you're the very same person, if you get hurt or harm somebody in your family, oh, you're going to need all the help in the world. But you're getting on this internet with all this crap, and it remembers you. Whatever you put on here, it remembers you. It doesn't fade away. It doesn't go away. And you're hiding behind the camera. And it's so sad to see where we've come from. And on that note, I'd like to just say one thing. Like I said, you have to really give this thought, because America is hurting. One side is taking it very serious, with deep sympathy and pain. And what is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you Democrats? Enough's enough. I mean, you push the narrative on people, and nobody is willing to open up the book, take a look at the situation, make a decision for yourself. If agree to disagree, if someone disagrees with you, you may not like them, but they have a right, just like you, to debate the situation, and that brings us closer together. It helps us to understand. And then again, we may not solve the problem, but we can end it on a good note as grown-ups and as individuals. Decent human beings. I'm so sick of the Pelosi's, the Chuck Schumers, the Keems, the Crockett's, and it goes on and on and on. Everything's Donald Trump. If something happened back in 1902, it's Donald Trump. If anything happened in 3030, which we haven't even got there yet, it's Donald Trump. My goodness, people. You don't give a guy a break. The tariffs and stuff he's got in place are working. I use that to my advantage. Instead of harping and complaining, there's a golden opportunity for you to get into the stock market. Crypto is moving up and down. You know, it always does that. So does the stock market. But I'm making money at it. All you got to do is put forth the effort. Use what that person is giving you. Everybody in God's earth has got a talent. And if you can zone in on that and leave the hatred out, you can accomplish something. Now, these are older people. Don't take my word for it. Like I said, do your due diligence to look things up for yourself. I just like to play a few of the skits, I call them skits, on how people are turning. People are waking up. Because it's not the right side that's doing all the fear-mongering, all the hatred, all the talk, burning up cars and all this. We don't retaliate that way. You see, Donald Trump, he's trying to do it by law, Supreme Court. Not just taking things into his own hands and running. Joe Biden was there, he didn't even listen to what the Supreme Court had to say. And he's got all of you drilled some kind of way where it's okay to bring people over here not vetted. They're killing innocent people. I said killing, abducting, taking them away, feeding them with drugs. Come on. And they have the audacity, like I said on my last YouTube skit, I said to hold them to the fire. They said on there, half the Democrats, we don't need to argue, we don't need to fuss. Let's just put that aside. Charlie Clerk is the most important thing. Let's hold them to it. Because you give them a couple of days, they're right back at it. Same old scenario, they won't stop. And it's dividing the country. They said this would be a smooth transition. Donald Trump taking over. Wow, if this is smooth, man, I hate to see bumpy. And the very people that are accusing Donald Trump of doing wrong, Letitia James, sitting there in court, big burrito eating butt, giggling and laughing, and she's doing the same thing. How is that justified? And I'm neither here nor there, but right is right and wrong is wrong. No neck, watermelon head, shifty shift, same thing. Russia, what? That Hillary Clinton, oh my goodness. Two-edged sword. Vicious. You can't get no more vicious than that. But these are good people here. Let's start the war. Let's get it going. And you people are falling for it. Listen to the people in Chicago, how they're crying out for help. Pritzker and them, that you think they care? No. Let's push the narrative. Here again, January 6th, Donald Trump, that's all you hear. Give me some logic. Give me something to base your theory on. You got nothing. And like this gentleman right here is saying, it's an older guy, and what he sees, people wake up, please. Like I always say, open up the book. Don't let nobody just tell you anything, and don't let that hatred build in you. There's a lot of people I don't like. I'm glad to know that we agree to disagree. And you can stay on your side, I can stay on mine. I like cornbread, you like biscuits. That's fine. But somewhere in between there, we're going to find a plate of food that we both like the same way and we enjoy eating. But we keep anger and frustration there, we'll never get it. And I use food as a thing because I love food. It makes me feel so good. And it's comfort, very comforting. So we can sit down and have us a good plate of food and talk about it. And you want to be crazy and get up from the table and we eat the same thing, go ahead and go because I got more for myself. I ain't scared to reach over there and take it and eat it up. Look at me. Didn't get this way just by talking. But you can, this channel is all about creating some type of happiness. But man, y'all suck that right out of a person. We're the #1 prop channel. That's what we go by. As you can see behind me, there's thousands of dollars of stuff here for props. To get it over to the general public, so you can get a smile, you can get a laugh. To portray people as they really are, and maybe it'll wake them up. Man, I look crazy by doing that. I don't look right by saying that. Hopefully it'll jar them and make them wake up. Instead of blatantly just pushing hatred, pushing hatred, pushing hatred, pushing hatred. That's not helping anyone. You senators and governors and all this stuff, you're in these areas to help your area. What are you doing to make that community better? How are you pulling them together? As long as you line in your fat pockets, you're happy. And that's sad. It's all about the money. Like they say, Crockett was worth over a little bit over 100,000. She's worth over 9, 10 million now. Come on, how you getting that? Just let me know. I've been following Nancy Pelosi with the stock market. Reason being, she's making the money. And it makes my work less harder because Pelosi's got it going. So what I do, I follow her. Makes sense to me. She's teaching me something. You can learn from anybody. I don't like the talk she does, and I don't like how undermining she is, how hateful she can be. But I'm following you, Nancy. Keep it up. We doing good. See, that's how you can learn. But if I sit here and block my whole mind out, oh, I just hate this person, I hate that person, I hate this person, I don't want nothing to do with that person. Yeah, you don't get anything out of it. Take it and use it to your best ability to get something out of it. Now, what happened to the young lady on the subway from Ukraine? Ayana, whatever. Trying to get her name right, I'm sorry. And Charlie Kirk and many, many, many others since we've had a wave of immigrants come over here. I'm not nice about that. I'm not copacetic about it. I'm not happy about it. I don't engage in it. Neither do I understand it. I don't care what your problem is. You're not God. You didn't give nobody life. You don't have the right to take it back. And like Marjorie Taylor was saying, I don't wait no 5 years. When I was growing up, it was 3 times. 1, 2, 3. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. And you were gone, out of society. Because it doesn't take 5 times to do it. It does not take 10 times to do it. If this person is a vicious person, he has this on his mind, he's going to harm someone before that time's up. And he might go on the spree and just knock out 10, 12 people. We don't have 5 turns. We don't have 10 turns to do it. 1, 2, 3. It's over with. And this is, you look up the laws, like I say, look it up. We had this before. We had the electric chair before. Everybody, oh, it's inhumane that they did it. Oh, he didn't die right away with the electric chair, or whatever the case may be. And I don't want YouTube to take this down, but the world is hurting. Somewhere along the line, somebody's got to speak up and say, hey, stop it. You don't want it really to be another politician. You need it to be a regular person like those people crying out in Chicago. Regular people that are facing these problems every single day. Not Priscilla riding down the avenue with, or him by the lake or the waterfront with 40 security guards around him, hot dogs stuffing in his mouth. Him and his wife, oh, look here, it's fine over here. Walk in the middle of the street at 12 midnight where it's all going down. Bet they couldn't give you $10,000 to do it. Bet that. Leave your security, don't have them up in the buildings looking down. Don't have no cameras on you. Do it every day. Do it for a month. It's easy to get behind a camera and talk a bunch of junk. And January 6th, y'all need to let that rest. Nancy Pelosi had all the work. She could pull in the military. She could pull in the guards to help to solve that. And that poor woman got shot. No gun on her, nothing. You put everybody in jail. But then again, you turn around all the things that the Democrats are doing. Who's in jail? Who did y'all put in jail? Because there's some rotten things that are done. Nobody. You sit there in Congress, you're there for years, like I said. sucking up money, sucking up money. And the most we see is you on TV arguing, talking about, oh, you didn't do this, you swore to do this, will you swear to do that, will you swear to do that? Forget it. And what y'all done now, if you think you solid, Charlie, man, y'all have opened up a can of worms from people that I've been talking to, from people that I've been seeing. You just don't even know. And you can holler, all this hair piece, the fear mongering and all this hatred has been pushed by the left. I tell it like I see it, the right's not doing that. They're trying to go through the process of law. All the stuff Elon went through, process of law. Because you don't like what this person is doing, that gives you the right to take their life? And then you get on TV and see NBA and then CNN, they go along talking about, well, you know, it's probably his fault. Forget it, people. Stop it. It's not that man's fault. I'm sick of the narrative. I'm just sick of all of it. You sit here and you lie to the public over and over and over and over. See, getting me going now. Let me calm down. Anyway, let me let you listen to this clip. How people are feeling. If it's any curse words in this, I try and bleep them out as best as I can. But all hail to YouTube and people out there. I don't want to offend anybody, but people are hurting. And I think people need to hear certain things that people are saying, because people that are hurting, they're expressing themselves ways that they exhibit pain, they exhibit hurt, and words come out that I may not totally agree with, but just take a listen, because this is all up and down the internet. Bear with me here.
Hey guys, no half-assed gardening tips for you today. This is just a public message, I guess. I was an old school Democrat. I will never vote a fucking Democrat.
Excuse me?
Ever. I was a purple party independent. You lost me. I'm all red now. When you celebrate and rejoice in the murder and assassination of someone who just was giving a different point of view than what you're used to in the fucking colleges these days, you are and will always be part of the problem if you're rejoicing in that. He was a family man. He just came and was respectful to everybody and was assassinated for it. It's fucking pathetic. And so has what the Democratic Party has become.
It's sad. It's very sad what people are experiencing, how people are feeling, and the trauma and strain that's on people's mind. And you have to ask yourself, where's the future of this country? Where's it going? What joy are we exhibiting out of seeing a young man passed away, destroyed, a life destroyed, because some idiot wants to get his cookies off because he didn't agree with him. Couldn't face him face to face. Got to get up on top of a building 200 feet away, or whatever the case may be, 200 yards away, to do that. that's a coward. Face the man head on. He was there to debate. If you disagree, get down there in the crowd. Charlie would hand you the mic and debate with him. So you can't say you were suppressed and not able to talk. You were there, this man was debating things. Take the mic and say, hey, I don't agree with such and such or such and such, but you got to go and do what you did. And then you have these terrible channels that need to be taken off the air. Oh, well, it's probably not his fault. Things went on and decisions were made. Who knows what this young man, I don't care what he was going through. You don't kill nobody. And on that note, it's like, it's demoralizing. It's demoralizing. And here's another how you view it point. And shout out to the War Room and Alex Jones. Just listen to some of the clips that he's saying. And all of this is taking a very interesting turn of events.
Are we going to hug this out, brother? Is this what's going to, are we going to hug it out for these Antifa? Hasn't Antifa hunted you?
Alex Jones.
Mission Alex Jones is fighting the info war on another front. He got him. This is Nick Sordo reporting. Here's how Charlie Kirk's killer was caught. Last night, a family member of Tyler Robinson reached out to a family friend who contacted a sheriff's office. Dinner a few days ago, another family member mentioned Kirk was coming to UVU and that Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate. Tyler messaged his roommate on Discord about picking up his rifle from a drop point, saying the rifle was wrapped in a towel. That's where authorities found the rifle. Tyler was then taken into custody around 10 p.m. local time. And there are a bunch of rumors that are swirling, details that are swirling around the relationship between Tyler Robinson and his family and his father as a former employee of the sheriff's office, apparently for 27 years. And as details come in, of course, we'll be reporting more. But this is, in my opinion, a classic example of just autistic incel rage. We've got this engineering student, supposedly an engineering student, who scored nearly perfect on his ACT. I think he got a 34 or a 35, a perfect score. And then a 4.0 GPA. So yeah, clips of him, images of him moving into his dorm, clips of him announcing that he's been accepted into college, even receiving a presidential scholarship, which is, of course, a full-ride university. So this is a classic example of a geeky kid getting into an engineering program, likely on the spectrum, not understanding social cues. And so we can certainly tie in how the vaccines are catalyzing some of these things. And everyone's like, oh, how upset the right must be that it wasn't a person of color or a trans person responsible for Charlie Kirk's assassination. It's just another straight white male. But every single detail about this particular individual points straight back to leftism in every single way imaginable. You look at the details of the involuntary celibacy that comes from the rapid inflation that we've been facing since the 1970s, and the fact that no man can really provide for a family until they're almost 30 years old, resulting in just loneliness and desperation. And of course, it says in the Bible itself, it is not good for man to be alone. Man's got to eat. And so somebody like this Tyler Robinson might see, oh, look, just autistic incel rage. We've got this engineering student, supposedly an engineering student, who scored nearly perfect on his ACT. I think he got a 34 or a 35, a perfect score. And then a 4.0 GP.
I'm so sorry. This is just a very upsetting show. And probably one of the longest ones I've gone through. But if you like the content so far, like I said, I'm going to try and wrap it up with that. I want to keep you here all night. Like, share, and subscribe. Remember, we're working for the community. As we build it and we grow, it goes out to you. And I'll see you on the next one.